Because relax, sink. Don't, I mean, you can relax, but don't.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't work out. I do a lot of stuff like jumping around and stuff like that I feel kind of, I mean, it's not addressing my core, but it kind of is working my full body.
Right.
So I don't specifically like focus on anything core related, and I need to.
Okay. All right, try it now because it's a little shorter, and I think you need to extend a little bit more to get that better length.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. There you go. Now extend all the way up. There you go. 1, 2, good. 3, strengthen that core. 4, 5, come on, do 3 more. 6, 2 more. 7, 1 more. 8, excellent job. We're gonna do something a little different. You're still gonna get into your passive stance, right? But from your passive stance, I want you to hit with both. So whichever is your lead, right hand. So right hand and then left hand, and then stop. So what I want to do today is those 2 punches. So face, yeah, those 2 punches, explode. Now the opposite, good. Now reset. Reset for a few seconds, and then start again. Learning your front kick. So we're not going to, don't think of kicking like what you see in the movies and stuff like that. Think of kicking as something very useful that you can use to defend yourself, right? So in Chinese boxing, what we believe in Yu Jiao is that the principles of most Chinese boxing, the real true Chinese boxing, the legs are kept for attacks low, right? The highest they're gonna go is to someone's stomach, or the same height as your stomach, right? Which means, you know, most of the time guys are gonna be taller, so you don't wanna bring your legs that high because there's always the danger of being grabbed. So what you want your legs to be used for is you're standing there, yeah, very, very snappy, fast technique. So, right? Good. So what I want you to practice right now is that leg, whichever it is, whether it's coming from the back or the front. What I want you to practice is lining your hips up and bringing that chamber. So this is all you're going to practice for now. There you go. Good. Now we're going to go for this movement. So now you know your chamber, right? So remember to take your stand, your fighting stance. Now what you're going to do is still chamber up, but now that's going to snap out, right? So imagine that opponent's knee or even their shin, right? So it's gonna look like this. So after each one, reset. Don't worry to be in a hurry, right? So you're here, you reset, reset. Good, good. Good. Now you're gonna do it, but here's your target, okay? Just snap it. Good. Right? So your technique is nothing more than the energy that you're producing that you're going to attack or defend with, right? So if it's a punch, it's the energy, remember that it starts from the ground, comes up, and then it explodes out, right? So if it's your punch, if it's your kick, right? So everything is going in the direction, that energy is going in the direction of that opponent, wherever that opponent is, right? You always visualize that opponent there. So I'm visualizing this opponent, he's bigger than me. So what I wanna do is, I'm doing, like we're engaged now, and I'm doing a lot of this, maybe jabbing a little bit so that his guard is up here, and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna attack low. Once I attack low and I have his attention, it doesn't have to be that I break his knee, but now it's gonna hurt. Whatever I do, that it's gonna make contact there.
And they're not
Expecting it.
yeah.
So now, I've gotten that kick, I've gotten his attention, and now I start working. Because again, in Chinese boxing, hands here, legs here, no more than groin, right? So what I'm trying to say is, make sure that anytime you practice that technique, it's gonna be with the energy going. It's exactly where you want it, right? That's the difference between just throwing a punch or just throwing that punch into that energy, right? All right. Here you go. Now, this is what you're doing. Your stance should be natural, right? So if I'm in this stance, I'm punching, kicking. This is what you're doing. You're punching, and then you're like sort of setting up to kick. So try to make it as natural as possible so that you're not giving it away.
Okay.
Good, good. Good. Don't be afraid to hit. It's my job to dampen your punch. Bring that hand up. Once you punch, bring it back. You're doing this,
Okay.
right? So, back here. Go. Sorry.
Sit.
Courtesy to each other. Courtesy to see from Tom and me.